Hey, what's up guys? This is Nightwing2303 from WearTesters.com. Today we have a quick look at the upcoming Nike Zoom Soldier 8. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright guys, so this is the traction. It's kind of a weird traction pattern, but we'll see how it works. It actually reminds me a lot of the Soldier 7's traction, which did work well. You can see little hits here like the S8, or Soldier 8. So we'll see. It's not super soft or anything. However, the way that it's kind of shaped or peaked, maybe it'll be better seen here. You can see how it goes up into little tips and everything, these little areas. So that'll grind down pretty quickly outdoors, but indoors I think this will be okay, and it'll be kind of nice because dust won't get trapped in there as easily. Basically for cushion you have Phylon, same setup as all the other Soldier, the recent Soldiers from the 6, 7, and now the 8, where you have a heel zoom unit and a forefoot zoom unit as well. You can see right here it says Nike Zoom, and the forefoot, you can't feel it as nice or as good as the heel here, but I think the reason why you feel more comfort in the heel is because of this contoured shape right here. When you kind of crash down and rock a little bit here, the split helps relieve some pressure, and then also this area here gives a little bit of compression, so you can feel the heel a lot more than the forefoot. Good and bad. Good for those that want very low profile but still some cushion for responsiveness, and bad for those that want like a ton of cushion. But you know, it is what it is. I'm not complaining. I think it felt okay. So materials here: fuse with mesh, flywire, dynamic flywire. You got a strap here, and then you also have these little sections, and these are those little foam support pieces. Basically it is the same type of structure as the Hyper Rev and all that stuff, but it's got the same mesh and fuse that they used with the LeBron 11 Low. That is a plus and a minus. The LeBron 11s didn't contain the foot, the LeBron 11 Lows I should say, and the fit was sloppy. These however fit really snug, so they fit really nicely, so I think the materials here are going to be beneficial. But so that's a decent example of how the same materials can work kind of totally differently in two different situations or setups. But yeah, this one felt really good, and you know, I don't have any complaints right now. You won't know until you start playing them, really putting some pressure and all that stuff on some of these areas to see if they can keep up with you. Again, the LeBron 11s, that's a shoe, LeBron 11 Lows I should say, that's a shoe that I don't recommend playing in. They're really comfortable, but the fit and the materials just were a little bit too sloppy. This one looks to kind of change all of that, but this is definitely a performance shoe, whereas the LeBron 11 Low felt more like a casual kind of shoe that looked like a performance shoe. So these guys fit true to size. My toe is right here, it's a size 9, and they fit perfect. The toe being up front here isn't a bad thing for me because everything's so soft. If you do like a little bit of space or room though, so that you're not jamming anything up there, you might want to go up half a size, but they do fit true to size in my opinion. As far as lockdown goes, they felt okay. Like I said, they felt a little snug, so that felt good to me. Especially with this material setup, it wasn't uncomfortable or anything. And you have this strap here for support, because the back here there's really no cup in there. I was kind of surprised. So all of the support that you would get from the heel, so that your heel doesn't shift side to side, which is what will help you prevent an injury, all relies on this strap system. So I think that's kind of strange, but we'll see how it plays out. This is the strap system here, and it is the weirdest setup I've ever seen, and it's like, I don't even know how to do it properly, but that's kind of what it is. I guess it's to like ease of access to get your foot in there, but I was able to get my foot in there without unzipping it just fine because it's built like a normal shoe. So I think this is weird. I think it's more of just like a cool factor. You can see that it does that there. It doesn't provide any more lockdown or anything like that. I think maybe it's just something neat to do something different. But as far as it being a functional piece, it would have been just fine if it was just the strap there. Some people could probably just cut, it's like a little nylon strand right there, you could probably just cut that off However, I don't know if this piece would loosen up while you play if it wasn't attached to the strap itself. So, you know, keep that in mind. And then right here you got those little sticky pads. So like what you would see on the 11s, the 11 Elites, and all that kind of stuff. So I think that's kind of neat that it's on this side where that zipper is. I don't know if that has any function, but it is what it is. So that pretty much fit, support, all that stuff. Ventilation looks to be solid. It's all mesh. Nothing's really restricting it. The inner sleeve is mesh also. As you can see, it's a real big open mesh. So I think it'll be fine. Oh, also support is going to be coming through this rubber pieces right here. And then it's got a pretty big, not pretty big, but a pretty decent outrigger there right on the edge. So I think these are going to be a good hoop shoe. I think they're going to be a lot nicer than the 7s as far as the way the material fits and moves with your foot, because the 7s are really thick and hard plastic. This is going to be a little bit closer to the 6s, but with less structure. So the 6s had a little like more hard fuse, and then the 7s went way too hard. So these guys I think will be okay. Really curious about the traction though. Traction is probably the one thing that I'm not concerned about, but the one thing that I'm definitely curious about. I also think it's strange that Nike continues to use these foam pieces for support when they're not. I don't know, it's foam, it's not really supportive. It's more for lightweight structure than anything, so we'll see how they go and all that kind of good stuff. We got some of that support or structure on the tongue. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the look, somewhat first impression and all that stuff. They did feel good though. So I do not know a release date and all that stuff. These are samples. So if you wanted some details, it says Nike SB LRJ. I don't know what else that is. A B. Akron, Ohio, or Akron, US, and then some kind of numbers. Has the LeBron on the heel there. And then James, the same thing as the 11s, where you could turn it upside down and all that stuff. And then this one, this is the same thing on the toe. So there's that. And then inside it had, it says Beaverton, Oregon, ISS, and then some kind of numbers and all that stuff. So pretty interesting shoe. And I'm not going to do it on feet because I haven't played in them at all. So that pretty much takes care of it. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for all your support. Be sure to stay tuned to WearTesters.com for all your performance needs. And until next time, guys, have a good one.